dive into Canva, a tool that is really great for creating visuals, creating content, can be used for social media for your Facebook classroom groups, can be used for your Google Classroom. Pretty much anything you could want to create digitally, Canva can do it for you. Now, why use Canva instead of Google Slides or Google Docs? Think of visuals and think of that graphic design element of when you are creating something to share with families, with students. Canva does that for you, and it makes it really easy. They have pre-created templates for you that you can use. You can also start with a blank template. And then within that, they have text options. They have copyright-free images, just tons of stuff that you could use as an educator to bring more excitement to your classroom, set those expectations. Like, you could use it in every element of your classroom. So we're gonna dive in. Just want to preface, this PD is for teachers. You can use Canva with your students, but 13 and under do need a permission slip. If you want to go down that route, once students return, let me know, because there are a lot of ways your students could use Canva. I just want to make sure we get you set up with the permission slip and we do that the correct way. So anyway, so this PD is for teachers. It's for you. It's for how you would use it in your classroom, not for how we would use it with students technically. So let's go ahead and dive in. Canva is set up very simple. So you're going to create an account. You're going to go to canva.com, create an account, and log in with Google. Use your school email. The reason I say that is because in the Canvas course, I'm going to link a Canva Educators program for you. You can apply to be part of the program. Doesn't cost anything. Every educator is eligible. And what this does, it's going to open up a variety of additional free content for you. So additional free pictures, free backgrounds, animated text. Without it, you do have some, but with it, you have tons of free things that you can use to build within Canva. So this will be linked in the Canvas course. And that's why I say log in with your school email, because it will be connected then to the educator program. All right, so let's go ahead and explore Canva a bit. So when you first log in, it's going to show you some recommended templates or recommended sizes for things. It's also going to show you your designs. If you don't have any, they're not going to be here. And then it's going to show you some additional things that maybe you would be interested in as an educator. All right. If it doesn't show you these right away, up top here, you can see where it says school. If you click on the school tab, it will then take you to all of those resources. So right now, things that are trending in education that teachers are looking for, they have virtual classrooms, they have education presentations, classroom kits that you may be interested in, worksheets, lesson calendars, flashcards, etc. So things you can create in Canva are going to be good for both the virtual content, but also can be printed off and used hands-on within the classroom. So it targets both of those areas. If you scroll more, you're going to see that they have presentation templates for you. They have Google Classroom headers. Infographics are really, really trendy right now. And they're also really good for providing a quick review for students. So I've seen some educators use Canva as a way to maybe provide a snapshot of a unit before the students would take an assessment. So maybe you would you would make an infographic of here's what we learned, here's what you're going to be assessed on. And it's a quick way to have your students or even parents see, okay, this is what's going to be covered in my assessment. Lesson plan templates, classroom schedules. So for your week at a glance, this is a really nice feature. Different activities, posters. So this would be great for when you are back in the classroom, if you want to create reminders for your students. All right. flashcards, science worksheets, coronavirus stuff, etc. Newsletters. So when I was in the classroom, I used Canva for newsletters all the time. It is so easy. You can drag things in, and it looks like you spent a ton of time when really you spent very minimal time. So that's one of the reasons I love Canva, is because it looks like you're spending tons of time graphic organizing this content when really it's just a few clicks and you're done. All right, so let's go ahead and kind of talk about like how do you create within Canva. So a few ways you can get started. You can click on one of their templates. So let's do a Google Classroom header. And I clicked on see all because I want to see what else is available. So I could start with a blank one if I wanted to, or I could start with one of the ones that they have pre-created for me. So let's start with this one. This one looks pretty cool. So I'm going to click on it. And we'll give it a second here to load. Within Canva, some of the images and graphics that they have, you can change the color of. So let's like say this was not my color scheme. If I click on it, I can see I can change these 3 colors. So maybe I would want a mint, mint chocolate chip ice cream or something. Maybe I want my text to be, more neon. Probably keep that cream though. All right, same thing with my hearts. I can change it if I wanted to maybe that green. And it's like documenting the colors that I use so that if I wanted to keep to like a color scheme, it's together. All right, I can go ahead and add my text. It does give you a bunch of different font options. There's tons and tons of font. I feel like their font is a little more whimsical compared to what's available on Google Slides. Okay, I can add different backgrounds. So on the side here, you have all of these different elements. Maybe I wanted to add an image for the background. So maybe I want to do books. All right, let's see. I have some different clip art of books, but maybe I want book background. Just for like an English class. Mm-hmm. So it gives you different options here. This one's kind of neat. So then I can drag it. And it should. Usually you can drag and drop it. Let's see. Okay, one of the cool new features that they have though is like, let's say I wanted to use this in my piece. It gives you like recommendations based on the image you chose. So if you're kind of like me and you like things to be super cutesy, now I know that these few objects also look really nice with the one I just inserted. So it's kind of, it uses that artificial intelligence to really help you design content that's going to be something your students are going to like. So let's go ahead and look here and look for a background. All right, so let's go ahead and bring that background in. Okay, and sometimes when you're designing, after you add a background, let's see if it does it. Yeah, so it recognizes that I put this photo in the background and it says like, oh, these colors may be nice to use within your design. So kind of a nice feature that it uses that artificial intelligence to really help you design something really quick. When you are finished with the piece that you have designed, you go ahead and hit download. And then you download it as an image and you can upload it to your Google Classroom as your header. Let's go and create one from scratch real quick. So let's say we wanted to create a parent Facebook post. Maybe you have a dress up day coming up in your classroom and you really want to make sure that on Facebook or however you're communicating with your parents, they're really seeing the content because it's rather important for them to see. So you're going to go ahead and I select an Instagram post just because it's the dimensions that I want. It's going to give you some templates here that you could choose from. The animated ones are really are kind of fun. So maybe we want to use this post. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and update it here. So I can go ahead and change all this text so that it's reminder. And then I can have it say like dress like a snowman on Monday. All right. Delete that image. And then I can have it say like, don't forget to wear your favorite hat, scarf, and gloves for snowman dress up day. All right, and then I can go ahead and add an element. So let's look for a snowman. All right, and if you notice as I'm building things, I just want to show you. So like as I slide over something, if it has the edu, that's I have access to because I have that edu access. So you're going to want to make sure that you do have that that edu version. So, and I'm going to actually do snowman and animated. I just want to see if there's anything animated snowman wise. All right, so there's this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and drag him in. He's really big, so I'm going to resize him. All right, but there you go. So dress like a snowman day. And now I've taken something that maybe would just be a standalone graphic and I've made it animated for my students. Then what I would do is I'm going to go ahead and download it. And I'm going to download it as an MP4 or I could download it as a GIF. Either one would be a great option for your students. And then you can post it to social media. You could email it to parents. You could post it in your Google Classroom as a reminder. And it's just gives them something a little more attention grabbing as those reminders to help them. So this is kind of the gist of Canva. The easiest way is to start exploring, start building. Use the pre-created templates that they have, but also kind of get a little crazy with it, like bring in different elements. They recently added music and sound. I will be honest, music and videos, I've never used them. So maybe there's something really cool you can do with it. I've never gotten there. Usually I just use it for images or animated GIFs, things that are, I include in my tech updates. I also have used them with Google Keep to help me organize things, used them for buttons within Canvas. Newsletters for parents is huge. Use their templates. Their templates are awesome. And it's going to look like you spent a ton of time when really they are doing the hard work of having that graphic element. So if you have any questions on how to explore Canva or how to dive in, let me know. But go ahead, create a Canva account, create a apply for that Canva for Education program so you get all of those additional resources. And let me know if you have any questions. Enjoy.